Hey, Doug, it's Owen for Doc Sports, and I have a free pick for you. Had a winner last night on the Dodgers. Congratulations to the Dodgers, and especially Clayton Kershaw, who's been one of my favorite pitchers for years. Even when he first came up, always liked him. I'm a big pitchers guy. Okay, and when it comes to baseball, that's my favorite element of the game, and so So congratulations to him and to the Los Angeles Dodgers for a job well done. Okay, and got us another winner. There's not much going on Saturday, or excuse me, on Wednesday, especially the things that I follow for the most part. I'm not a soccer guy or anything like that. So, do have golf picks available. So I got a three pack. So that's ready to go right now. But I got a question. Somebody sent me an email actually, and saw that I've been doing well, and just I'm not gonna keep hammering this over and over and over again. But the fact is, I have done well recently at 17-3 in football. So how do you try and maintain what you've done? Well, at 17-3, I'm not going to maintain what I've done. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. And I mean, hitting 85% over the short term, that's very doable. Okay, happens to a lot of handicappers, including myself. But it's just long term, it's just not doable. But in terms of, let's just say, the process, and I am a big process guy, is that the best way to get hot and to stay hot is to have a repeatable element that you can reproduce every single week. So, for example, what I like to do when it's time to sit down and start going over the numbers, that's what I like to do. I like to have an environment where it's basically quiet, okay, fewer interruptions, because you know what? In life, there's a lot of interruptions, no matter what you're doing. You could put yourself in a vacuum sealed room, and chances are something's going to come up, okay? It's just life. But you try and do it to where it puts you in the best position to where your thought process can be clear, and you can go through and duplicate what you have done week after week after week. And that's the best process that I can recommend to you, is to set aside a certain time for that, to be able to, to set it up in the way that you want to, that works best for you. And if you see positive results, then try and duplicate that week after week after week after week. I have made some improvements this year for myself in particular, and I think that's in part why I've started so well in football to this point. And that's what you have to do. It's like anything. If it's your job, you have to do the best that you can at your job, and you have to put yourself in the best situation as possible. Now, the other way and I've used this I apologize to those who have been longer viewers of this video, but this is more so for the newer people that are watching this. I equate, having been in the golf business for over 20 years, I equate a lot of things to that. And so, like in the streak that I'm in right now, is that how I would phrase it, it'd be like you have a 15-foot putt for a birdie, and as you walk up to the ball, it's going to go in, okay? There's no doubt in your mind, okay? If it doesn't, you're actually surprised it doesn't, okay? Conversely, when you're not dialed in, okay, and things are hard, things are tough, you look at the whole board and you go, I can't find 3 games, I don't see 3 situations. When those types of things happen, it's like standing over a 3-foot putt for a double bogey, and you have no idea how you're gonna put the ball in the hole. So that's kind of how I equate the two. I mean, it's a matter of, and that's why it's important to try and put yourself in an environment when you're making your selections that allows you to be clear of thought, and so that you can get focused in on what you're trying to do. Okay, so I hope that's a helpful hint or tip if you for your picks. And if you're like a lot of people, though, that come to Docs, and if you don't have the time, that's what I'm here for, okay, to be able to help you and try and help you get some winners. Okay, so speaking of winners, let's try and find one more for free picks. The game I'm looking at is Atlanta plus 2.5 against Carolina on Thursday. That's the Thursday night game. And I'm going to play a hunch and have a recommendation for you on this game. Now, odds makers are telling us these teams, if you take out the home field advantage, are virtually even, okay, on the point spread, despite the fact of Atlanta having a 1-6 record. At this point, To be perfectly honest, I thought Atlanta would be at least 4-3 and wouldn't have been surprised at all if Carolina was 1-6. Okay, but that's not what's happened. Now the Atlanta defense is deplorable. They have cost their team wins like last week. Okay, because they cannot stop the opposing team, so that they've had 3 victories that the defense literally has given away. However, the Dirty Birds right now are 2-1 against the spread on the road, and that's where their lone victory has come. Now, Carolina, to be perfectly honest, seems to be an easy winner here. Okay, they're playing well. They're 4-1 against the spread, playing well, and they're getting Christian McCaffrey back. So here's my question: why is the line only at 2.5? Shouldn't it be 4 with Christian McCaffrey coming back? I mean, it opened at 3, it went to 2.5, and now, and I say it went to 2.5. So it seems like it should be 4. I mean, what's Christian McCaffrey's worth something, right? So I'm looking at Carolina, and I see a team that is 1-2 straight up and against the spread at home, and one of their losses was as a favorite, which was against Chicago. Now, is Chicago better than Atlanta? Yes. But even that, if you go back and look at their game that they played, Atlanta had a big lead on the Chicago Bears and blew it, gave it away. I think Carolina has an advantage in terms of coaching in this one, but I think Atlanta has a real chance to be able to win this game. And I also like the fact that Carolina is 1-8 against the spread as a home favorite when favored by 1 point or more playing against losing teams. Myself now, I mentioned recommendation. I would recommend and see if you can get +3, the original line. There's plenty of time before Thursday night's game. See if you can get +3 on that one. And maybe if the public takes the bait on this one, might even be able to get a 3.5, so get the hook. So in that one, I just think that Atlanta is in a good position. Do I think it's a lock? No, I don't. Okay, but I think Atlanta's in a good position, and taking bad teams as underdogs in the NFL, especially as the season wears on, is often not a bad proposition. So let's just take the Atlanta Falcons right now at +2.5 and looking for a +3 or better to go along. All right, so there's your free pick for today. I will be back, I believe, tomorrow with another free pick, and we'll see what happens there. So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Until next time, I'm out.